another Gadget Tuesday episode, and today we are reviewing another blender, this time another brand from another country, the Bartec commercial blender. This blender is an American product. It's made by Asbury Food Services. What do they call it? What's the name again? Bartec. I was about to say blender. Bartec is their trademark for their kitchen gadgets, and this blender is actually recommended for commercial use by the manufacturer. Let me tell you about the build. One thing I love about the build is how compact it is. For a long time I've been using big blenders, so this was like a breath of fresh air. I really love the compact build. It fits in so many places. You don't need to look for a big space to hold it, and it's so easy to carry. It's heavy but easy to carry. That's one thing I love about it. Number two, the body of the jug. The jug is actually 1.5 liters. Yes, that's 1,500 liters. No, sorry. How many ml is that? I don't know mass. But this is actually 1.5 liters, and it's polycarbonate, unbreakable polycarbonate plastic. It cannot break. Very strong and very durable. I love that about that. Now let me show you something. This place is actually made with a padded plastic. You can see that padded plastic. They call it shock absorber plastic. So when you're blending, there is no vibrating, no shaking against it, and it actually preserves your blender for a long time. Also, inside, between the blade and the jug, there's actually something called a washer. It's like a protective device to protect the plastic from the metal of the blades. As in, very ingenious, built to last. So whenever it's blending and rolling, the metal portions are actually protected from the plastic polycarbonate material. I love that about it. Now let's come to this. This is actually solid plastic, and it is quite sturdy. It's heavy, not as heavy as big blenders, but quite sturdy. And you can see the under, very neat, very compact. It's built to stand solidly. No shaking at all when it's blending. That's something I love about it. And don't be fooled about the size. This thing is 2.5 horsepower. That is 1,750 watts. You might think it's not up to 2,000 watts, but believe me, it blends. You will see it in use. So that's it. And these are also the things it comes with. That is the measuring cup, the feeder hole, the lid on top, the jug, the body. That is it for the features. Very straightforward. It's not built to have so many fizzy. It's built to blend, to work very well, and it does that perfectly. Now let me show you the functions. This is it. This is the controlling knob, and it has off, which is 0, low, which is 1, high, which is 2. Very straightforward. No complications with this at all. This blender is made to work, to blend. They don't have any fizzy, and I love that about it. It's very straightforward. You know, sometimes with complicated blenders, you might be having issues. Press this if you want to blend this, press that. But this one is off. Blend at low speed, blend at high speed. Straightforward. It's for people who know they want strong, solid, no fizzy blenders, and I love it for that. As in, Americans can be very straightforward, and that it showed in their design. So that is it for the blending, for the functions. I told you, no serious issue with this, but it works. Believe me, it is very strong. I used it to blend coconut, to blend tiger nut, to make smoothie, to blend beans, to blend pepper, it blends beautifully. And I told you the manufacturers recommended it for commercial use. It might not be big, but it's actually recommended for bars, for clubs, for things like that. It can grind ice cubes, it can grind seeds. The thing is, in the manual, please don't forget to always read the manual. In the manual, it is not stated whether you can use it for dry things. So if it is not clearly stated, I will not advise you to use it for dry things. But for all your wet blendings, top notch, top notch. So that is it for the Bartec blender. You see, it is not plenty wahala. I kept the review as straightforward as the way the manufacturers manufacture their thing. Very straightforward. Let me follow their pattern. And now we are going to move on to our recipe. And who can guess what I'll be doing today? Akara. A beautiful blender, solid blender like this deserves to show how it can function well. And Akara is the best. So you see how well the Bartec commercial blender produced Fluffy Akara for me. And I've always told you, if a blender is capable of churning out thick beans paste, it's a keeper. You need it. And yes, the Bartec commercial blender is available with our episode sponsor, Frankincense Kitchen Gadget. I'll put all the details and the current price as at now for the blender in the description. Read it, buy it, you will love it. You notice I didn't say anything about what I hate about it. It's because there's really nothing I hate about it. I love everything. It does what it's supposed to do: blend, finish, straight to the point. So till next week Tuesday, when I come with another gadget, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, to follow, to like, to subscribe, to share, to do everything. I always appreciate when you do that. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week Tuesday. Ciao.